How's that?
Nope, you're still looking to the right.
Well, the right is fine. All right, how's this?
All right, now you're looking at the screen.
Yeah. Well, I don't necessarily want to look at the screen. I want to look off.
You're looking straight. Before
Okay.
you're like this. Now you're like this.
Okay. Oh, we're recording. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll make do. I love the monkeys in the background.
You like the grooming that I'm getting right now?
Yeah, dude. It looks like fun. I kind of wish I wasn't at the beach right now. I was in the jungle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We got a nice jungle and a beach vibe going. It's like my trip to Costa Rica.
We had to change setups a little bit today, so we're taking you to the beach in the jungle in Costa Rica. Oh, so what's new, man? The last time we did this, between the last podcast and this one, we went on a nice 4-hour hike, which was pretty intense.
We had the intention of recording, but we never did. So you're just gonna have to take our word for it.
Yeah, we went on a really nice hike. It was fun. My back is pretty fucked up. So I gotta wear this.
From the hike?
I gotta wear this. Yeah, my back was messed up even then, and then it's gotten much worse since then, coincidentally or not.
Okay.
And then so I've just been wearing this pretty diesel back brace. It's really nice actually. It's like pretty stiff in the back.
Okay.
So it's like keeping my back from arching too much.
It's like one of the posture corrector things.
Yeah, and it has a belt around the waist essentially.
Okay.
So it's been helping me a lot to sit because otherwise I can't sit. It's pretty bad. But yeah, so let's just get into that. So we're both injured now.
Yeah.
We're both made of glass. Samuel Jackson and my Shyamalan.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, my back, long story short, a herniated disc in my upper back that happened a year ago. Has it been a year? It's been about a year now. Wow. And then they were like, yeah, it'll take about 12 to 16 months to recover, whatever. I was fine for a while. And then it just literally, since COVID, I've been sitting way more than I usually do. And my back has just been getting progressively worse. And then whatever happened this past 2 weeks has been really bad to the point where I'm like not able to do anything. So we're going to nix the front levers.
Yeah.
Because you also have issues with your elbow.
Definitely, right? I have issues also. Like, unfortunately, from the IRO workout that we were trying to do, I was just focusing a little bit too much on those one-arm towel pull-ups I was doing. I ended up straining the inside of my elbow, which after some research I discovered is probably golfer's elbow. Yeah. So I've been focusing the past couple weeks on, tennis elbow is apparently like here. Okay. And then golfer's elbow is like here. And this is where the pain is for me right now. Gotcha. There's some exercises that are able to help alleviate the pain and hopefully lead to a faster recovery, I guess. Yeah. I have one of those contraptions that strengthens the forearm. You know how you like do those exercises? Yeah. Yeah. My dad, it's like for my dad, because like he was an avid golfer. So he had that contraption. I had that laying around. So I've been doing that like every day. That's why your forearms are so diesel. Trying to get those Popeye forearms. Come on. Yeah. Forget everything else. Yo, I remember no one would ever be able to beat you in arm wrestling. Because of that, because of just this strength, you would literally just go, ah. I literally depended on the beginning where I would just snap the people's wrists. Yeah, exactly. And then I remember actually really trying to beat you a bunch of times, and then my wrists would just be like this, and I'd just nearly break my wrist every time. So yeah, I feel like the only people that did beat me in high school just had hands that were like twice the size of mine because they were huge, big fat dudes basically. So I had no chance of pushing their wrist back, and they just like engulfed my hand in there. We were always stuck in like a gridlock. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun times. That and like Bloody Knuckles. On arm wrestling, you killed me in Bloody Knuckles though. I remember. Yeah, that was stupid. my hand was just pure blood at the end of every game. That was the worst game like ever to play. Who invented that game? That was so like barbaric. But I feel like you invented it with the amount that you challenged people to that game. Well, I was just really good at it. So the way that we did it, there's like two versions of it, right? Where
the one version we used with a quarter, and essentially you would spin the quarter on a table, and then you would both try to flick it to keep it standing up, and whoever knocked it down, you took turns, and whoever knocked it down, they had to put their knuckles down on the table, and the other person would flick the quarter as hard as they can at the knuckles, and then as first person to draw blood loses, essentially.
Man, such bad flashbacks.
Yeah, and then I was just very accurate, I guess, with the quarter. So like within 2 turns, I would hit the knuckle directly
the same spot every time,
and then I would just win every time. And I got lucky that I have pretty thick, like tall knuckles, I guess.
Yeah.
So
so when people hit it,
I had a lot of
wasn't
space
drawing the blood.
Yeah. And
I feel like it was like a nice day if like it just drew a little blood, there was a little cut there, but usually when we played, like once you draw blood, like the table is like spilled with blood. And it was horrible. It's like, who would come up with a game like that?
We were so stupid. And then the other version was same thing with the quarters, but I think you just punched each other in the knuckles.
Yeah, you just keep punching until somebody gives up.
Whoever gives up or draws blood. It's crazy that we were doing shit like that in high school, where it's like whoever draws blood first.
You see like these little high school kids like just punching each other's until their hands break.
No, we went to an all-boys school, so shit like that happened all the time. So it's it had its pros and cons for
Definitely.
sure.
Yeah, I think like a little less drama, but a little more. I don't know, thirst for violence, maybe.
Yeah, that a lot more testosterone. 100% more testosterone.
Yeah, not to say that girls are dramatic or anything. It's more just the co-ed situation.
Yeah, girls are dramatic. No, I'll say that. I've been with my wife for 13 years now. You've been married for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it's fair to say
6 years anniversary.
Congrats.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Is that 6 years married?
6 years married, yeah. So we're only 1 year behind you, I guess, in terms of being together. So if you say 13 years, then I'll say 12 years.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
I think it's just our personalities.
I guess so. Yeah,
we just got lucky, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, I feel like so many other people have to wait much longer to find like the one person for them. So
yeah, but I mean, it's I guess it's nice when you wait a very long time, and then it finally happens. It must be much nicer. So, you know.
Yeah, we don't get to experience that part. Pros and cons.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. Pros and cons. Yeah. But yeah, I have no issues right now, so it's really good. And that's cool, man. 6 years.
Yeah.
I think we're going on. We got married much later, so I think we're going on a few years now. So
yeah, it's like 2 years now.
2 years, yeah, a little over. What is it? October would be 2 years then, right?
Yeah. You guys went to the Philippines and Japan for your honeymoon, or that was a different trip?
Yeah. So that was probably my favorite vacation ever, Japan, despite the fact that I was dying. So
yeah, you got some crazy like disease in the Philippines first. You went to the Philippines first. You got some horrible disease. You were bedridden. You could have possibly died. Yeah. Unless somebody brought you like some sort of medication or something.
Yeah. So here's the story. We're in the Philippines having a great time visiting my wife's family. She's Chinese Filipino. And then basically the whole time I was like, I think it was like 3 days before we were about to go to Japan. We're doing a trip to Cebu. So it's like a separate island and it's really nice. And, I had a really good time. We were like swimming with whale sharks and stuff. And on the drive back to there was a resort we were staying at, and we were with her cousin. And it was actually her cousin got married that week that we were there.
Oh, cool.
So we were like with them on. It wasn't their official honeymoon, but like we were on a vacation with them at this resort. And the drive back to the resort, the drive to go do the whale sharks was like 6 hours, 6 hour drive. So we had a driver just drive straight for 6 hours. It was crazy. And I remember the drive back, my nose would not stop running. Like it literally was like a faucet. and I didn't have any tissues or anything. It was terrible. And then the next day, I wake up at like 6 a.m. We have a whole day scheduled, right? So it's a whole day scheduled from 6 a.m. till whatever, late. And then I wake up at like 6 a.m. with this like a high fever, and I'm like,
Wow.
I can't go out today. I'm like, I feel like I'm dying right now. And then T's like, all right, I'll go out. You stay home and rest. And she didn't know how severe it would be, so she's out all day. I'm literally just lying in bed with a really high fever, and like no one is home, so I don't have any phone service. I can't call anyone. The Wi-Fi is really bad. And then finally they get home at like 4 or 5 p.m. Someone comes home and checks on me, and they're like, "Holy shit,
This dude is dying.
is dying." So
On the brink of death.
they start like there's a bunch. They have a couple of people that help out at the house there. And they had like it looked like something out of a movie, dude. It's so funny. They were like having like wet towels and ice and stuff like put over me. I had wet towels. I had someone like trying to calm me. I was in delirium, but I like had no idea what was going on. I think I had like 100, 103, 140 degree fever, something like that.
Wow.
And they were just like trying to keep me cool. And the T finally gets home at like 10 p.m. And like at that point she knows, but she's like on our way home. And then she gets home at 10 p.m. She comes in, and there's like it looks like something out of a movie where it's just like a whole bunch of people just like waiting on me, trying to get the fever down. And they have like towels and stuff, and they're like pouring water.
Yeah.
Someone's like pouring Vicks Vapor Rub on my face to I don't know, but it made me feel better. And then we were supposed to leave. We're supposed to go on a flight to Japan, like literally 2 days later. Right?
Oh my god.
So I'm
you would
dying
think that
that
you
day.
would cancel it, yeah.
No, we were like, I need to get better, because I was looking forward to this trip for like so long.
This was like the trip of a lifetime for you.
For sure, dude. Yeah. And then I'm like, fever breaks finally the next day. It's not as bad. I just keep coming and go. I'm literally just staying in bed the whole day. They're like giving me tons of fluids, vitamins, over-the-counter pills to keep the fever down.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, that's day 2 was like full recovery the whole day. Couldn't like barely got out of bed. And then day 3, finally the fever breaks, right? And I'm fucking profusely sweating at this point. So we're heading to the airport, right? My fever's broken. I feel a lot better, but I'm still like very, very exhausted. And then they have to give me towels. So I'm like, I put 3 towels on my back, essentially, like down my back, because I'm sweating so much. So I have to wear this shirt over it. We go to the airport. I'm taking like tons of like Tylenol or whatever they had over there. I forgot what they had. And then because we found out like if you have a fever at all, like Japan doesn't let you in. Like they quarantine you basically. So we would have been fucked. So I'm like taking tons of Tylenol, trying my best to like, just fight through it.
Yeah.
So we get there. I'm okay. My back is completely soaked through. It looked like someone just poured a bucket of water over me, even through the towels. It was crazy. So we finally get there, and I'm like dead. Like the flight over, I'm like literally dead, and I can barely like. The first day we went out, we were like eating ramen. It was like the best. We were in Narita, I think. So we had ramen there. It was like amazing. Mm-hmm. We went to this hot springs, and that was like really nice. That helped a lot.
But it did help. Like you felt like you were like some of the pain and fever got reduced.
Yeah, definitely. But I was like still sort of getting like the fever symptoms, like the aches and the pains and stuff. And I was like super fatigued for like a week almost. It wasn't until we were there for like maybe 7 or 8 days. I think. Yeah. It wasn't until the last day that I actually felt like normal again. And the whole time leading up to that, I walked more that week while being sick than I like have ever. Like, because we had a Fitbit tracker. And so we were doing like 30,000 steps a day. It was crazy. And I remember I had to sleep in. I couldn't wake up in the morning to go to the markets, fortunately. But they brought back some really good food, like sushi and stuff. And
nice.
these like giant strawberries. They were like this fat,
What?
and they were super sweet and delicious, dude. It was amazing.
I want some of
And
that.
yeah, and then to put in perspective, we were taking the train a lot because they have like a really nice subway system,
Mhm.
and just going up the stairs to the train, I would be out of breath and sweating and like exhausted. And this is like in the middle of winter, right?
This is like one step up, right? You're just
Yeah.
like,
So we come from the Philippines
more.
where it's summer, right? And then we go to Japan and it's fucking colder than New York. It's freezing. And
it was like
wearing- I'm
snowing there and stuff.
yeah, it did snow at one
Wow.
point. So we were basically, I was wearing like a hat, gloves, scarf,
You
everything.
had your
and I
whole
was
like
so
parka
bundled
thing
up.
on, right?
Yeah, I had a giant winter coat on, and I was still dying. And then I just remember going up that set of stairs the first and second day, and I was like, oh god, this is not good.
It's harder
I'm
than
like,
all the Tough Mudders and Spartan races we've done put
dude,
together.
it felt like just going up the stairs. It literally felt like I went through a whole 5K. That's how that's exhausted I was. And then but we made the best of it. We went everywhere. We went to like Tokyo Tower. We saw One Piece Museum and stuff.
Nice.
That was amazing. We had so much fun. The food was amazing. It's probably the best food I've had in our travels. And then basically, yeah, we just tried to see as much as we can. And I was just like, just constantly taking pills the whole trip just so I can like go out and do it. Cause I really wanted to check it out. And yeah, man, I loved it. So I can definitely live there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we had a good time. So it worked out.
Yeah, it's definitely a bucket place. Damn. Bucket place. No, bucket list place. Oh my God.
A bucket list.
A bucket.
It's in the bucket of
We're
places.
getting there.
You have a bucket of places. And
Bucket place for the list, you know?
But you've never been to Japan?
No. I think I flew over once in Tokyo, like a layover.
Okay.
That was it.
To go to Hong Kong or what?
I've only ever been to places in China, like throughout Asia. I've never been in any other actual country.
Dude, you would fucking love Japan. It's literally just like a more advanced, clean New York City.
That's incredible.
Everyone's super polite and nice, and they really go hard with like the anime culture there. Like it's everywhere.
That's awesome.
And,
they just embrace it completely.
They embraced it so much. Yeah. I mean, it makes them so much money because it's like,
definitely
it's what
so
they do
for the tourism and everything.
Yeah. They completely changed the culture essentially with that. So,
yeah, like to a lesser degree, like I went to Dubrovnik in Croatia, and that's where they shot King's Landing for Game of Thrones, and they just embraced it completely. Like there's Game of Thrones paraphernalia like everywhere throughout the city, just to please the tourists.
Dude,
it's awesome.
I'm sure people love it. Yeah, yeah. We were at this Ikinari Steakhouse in Japan, and it's amazing, dude. They like you pick out your meat, you can get like these like beautifully marbled steaks. You pick out how many ounces you want or how many grams because we're in Japan, and then they bring it out to you with like this sizzling plate, and you have like rice, corn, onions, and this I think they call it the J sauce. I don't remember, but it was like the steak sauce, and it was like the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Oh my God,
and
that sounds so good.
And then to top it off, they had the anime City Hunter.
City Hunter?
Yeah.
No,
it's older, so they were like promoting it, I guess, and they had a new movie out or something, so they're promoting it or something. So like we were wearing bibs, everyone had bibs because we were like tourists, and everyone else was like just Japanese businessmen and women, just going during their lunch shift, and there's no seats. You're literally just standing at a thing in the middle of the restaurant. They have like a bar sort of set up, and then you're eating the steaks. You have to wear the bib, or else like your clothes will smell or something. And the bib had like City Hunter anime all over it. I was like, it was just awesome to see all these like businessmen
people
and women
in suits and stuff.
Just wearing like anime bibs. It was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was such a fun time, man. I came back with some legit Shonen Jump magazines and the the manga there, so I have like a really nice Naruto one from back when they were doing it. Um,
Yeah, I feel like there are so many reasons to go to Japan, even if you're not like into anime. Like that's one big reason for us, but like there's so many other cool things, like the whole culture, the hot springs, like you said. I love Japanese whiskey. I love whiskey, and Japanese whiskey's up there in my list. So like I would go just for the whiskey probably.
Yeah.
To sample those. So yeah.
What's this? Like, Hibiki, I think.
Hibiki is one. Yeah, Hibiki, I have Suntory usually. I have the cheaper ones. But I would definitely splurge a little, I think, if I could actually go to the distilleries over there.
Dude, it's so smooth. It's like they just do it right. Yeah.
It's very different from other whiskeys. Yeah.
My theory of, why it's such like an advanced and clean culture is because when I went there, I was like the only white dude there. Literally, it's just like, unless you go to touristy spots, you see a lot of Australians and Europeans. Yeah. But for the most part, we were walking around and we were like in Kyoto, we were in Osaka. I was like the only white person there, and everybody was Japanese. So they're like very monoculture. And when that happens, as opposed to New York City where it's the opposite, it's 100% diverse. Yeah. So when you're full monoculture, like everyone's on the same page for the most part. Like everyone, there's like when you go to the subway, literally there's like people line up to enter. It's not like in New York where people just crowd around and there's no order. It's people just shoving like each other,
pushing to get in. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like super clean. It's super nice. There's no garbage cans anywhere. So literally everyone is just mindful of that. They don't eat while they're walking or drink. So they don't leave any garbage anywhere. Like you'll go to like a store or food stand and you'll stand next to it, finish your food, throw it out there, and then, go on your way.
That's very foreign to me. Like I can't even imagine what that's like. Like I don't even live in the city anymore. I live up in the suburbs and there's still litter everywhere.
Yeah. It's insane. Nobody gives a shit because it's like everyone thinks it's like someone else's problem essentially. But yeah, I guess in Japan they're all on the same page, so they're all like, it's like driven into them. And then, of course, there's pros and cons. They have like the highest suicide rate, I think.
I know. I remember reading like an article years ago, maybe like a decade ago at this point, but they actually installed blue lights in the subway system because blue lights are supposed to make people feel happier and like less, because there's so many suicide rates of people jumping in front of the train. They install these blue lights to inhibit them from wanting to jump at the last second. And I think they actually saw some positive effects from that, but still like the fact that they had to do it.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like there's so many factors to it and you never know. But I think they also have like they're like in the top or whatever of people living the longest, I think. Because they have a pretty seafood based diet. They don't really eat a lot of fast food.
They do it well. Yeah.
And their portions are small. So
it's really cool because there's all these like different like news and research going out there like, oh, do like this, like you have to eat this, or like I'm not knocking on vegans or anything or vegetarianism or all that. Like it all is fine. You choose what you want to eat. But like the Japanese, like every Japanese person I met, they're like, no, I'll eat whatever I want. I'll just moderate it. Like I'm not going to like binge on anything. Like I'm going to enjoy everything and I'm just going to eat healthily. But that doesn't mean that they have to get rid of everything from their lives.
I saw more obese people in one 20-minute trip to Walmart than I did my entire full week, in Japan. There's no fat people there. It's crazy. Like everybody just, I don't know. And they eat noodles they eat ramen all the time. They're like
the
constantly
only fat people in Japan are fat for a purpose, aka sumo wrestlers.
Yeah, they gotta try. They gotta really. Yeah.
They're like forcing themselves to put on that weight. Yeah.
We were actually we wanted to go see a sumo match, but
cool.
I don't think we couldn't get tickets in time or time. I don't remember, but I was like, that would have been dope to go see.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we saw a lot of temples, we saw a lot of shrines, we traveled throughout the city as much as we can. So we tried to make the most of it. And yeah, man, I loved it. I can definitely go back there anytime and live there, honestly.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna try to start learning Japanese.
Yeah.
More than just anime.
try to incorporate this. Yeah, I know. Like, I'm sure
Because we
there's lots
mess
of anime
around.
geeks out there who are like, yeah, we're gonna learn Japanese, or like, I already can speak Japanese. I listen to all this anime, but like,
Yeah,
there are other reasons also to learn Japanese, and
yeah,
I think it's a cool thing to try.
definitely. I think learning a language in general, because you know like four languages, right? I think
Yeah, I
it just
guess
improves
so.
every other part of your body and your mind.
It definitely
Um,
helps, and it helps you just be more aware of other people's cultures as
yeah,
well, and it just kind of opens up doors for you. I feel like
I think learning new things in general is very important. You should
definitely.
always be trying to learn something new. Um, and then languages are very unique because it's like for some reason or another it has its own base, like own portion in your brain.
Mm,
And when you increase that, when you learn multiple languages, it like something about the flow of the synapses in that area just
hmm.
flow way better. So you're like able to do more stuff and you perceive more stuff. You just perceive things differently, as far as I know. Um, so yeah, I think learning new things is very important. Like pick up an instrument, learn a new
Yeah,
language.
yeah. Even a
Um,
programming language or a subject area,
yeah, those light up the
like
same
any.
way.
Yeah,
If you know like Java programming or French, it's like very similar in your brain.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, I'd definitely recommend that. We're gonna try. We've taken Japanese classes, like legit classes before together.
yeah.
I still have the
We
textbook. That,
we learned
uh,
stuff. Yeah, we
we
just. I mean, it
did.
was basically like a 101 class. So
Yeah,
for what it gave us, like we took away a good
yeah.
amount from that.
The problem is I can understand it for the most part. Like I've
Yeah,
been watching anime for like I don't know how old am I? I've been watching it since I was like I don't know 18 or 19.
yeah.
Um,
The
I came
problem is
into it
putting it
pretty late. Yeah.
together. You're not actually able to speak it unless you try to put it into real practice.
Right.
So yeah, that's the
When
hard
I
part.
say it out loud, it sounds terrible. So because I have no one to speak it to. So
Yeah,
me and T are gonna start learning it and trying to use that as like a language that we can learn together. Because
that's cool.
she's pretty fluent in French, um, Italian, and then basically we're gonna try to learn this. So yeah, that's the plan. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, we should start like a group again. Remember we had that Duolingo group where we were learning Japanese?
Did we?
Yeah, I think you did it for like a week. I made
Yeah, I
like a
wasn't a big
club.
fan of Duolingo. I
I made a
remember.
big club for it, and we were like trying to compete against each other to get more points or something. And then it fell apart in like a month. We just didn't stick with it.
Yeah, I don't think I liked the app that much. It felt kind of like
Yeah,
Rosetta Stone to me,
yeah.
and yeah, like
But
I
I
think there's
mean,
better ways.
what's it called? T learned French. She speaks French pretty fluently now, just from Duolingo, and from
Hmm.
like she started listening to podcasts in French and stuff.
Podcasts helps a lot. Just
Yeah,
watching YouTube videos,
yeah.
news, anything like that. Watching
Not
shows and movies.
yeah, not this one, but you know,
Yeah,
some informational.
definitely not.
Yeah,
Not this one will not help you.
this won't help you in anything, honestly.
No.
Maybe hopefully it'll give you a laugh every now and then.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
Just,
If we get one person a laugh, then
yeah, we
we're
did it
solid.
right. You know,
Yeah,
we
I
did
can
what we
rest
came here to
easy.
do.
Job done. That's it. We're good. I can die tomorrow.
Die
Yeah,
in
man.
peace.
So speaking of this, I'm still continuing on One Piece, right?
Hmm.
Uh, and then we finally got past Skypiea, so they finally got past that. The warrior scene was so touching at the end with No Land, and then
Hmm.
they land. As soon as they land, I think they were like flying on an octopus, and then they land inside a base in the middle of base, and I was like, I don't really remember this. I look it up, and it's filler, and I was like, can't I can't waste my time on filler. I have like 700 more episodes to go to catch up to this rewatch. So I skipped that, and then when I skipped it, it's funny because I guess the way they got out of that base is with the octopus again. So
Yeah.
the canon starts with the octopus. They're flying it like a hot air balloon. Like they have fire going up on the octopus to keep
Yeah.
its air up, and then it drops them into the ocean, and then they and now they're in water 7. So It's pretty good.
So okay, so they did use the octopus to leave that marine base, but the marine base is a filler arc,
That's a
right?
filler, yeah.
Where like Sanji helps that lady chef or whatever, and like all the other stuff happens.
Yeah,
That was filler.
I watched all of this already once, and then this is me rewatching it like 10 years later.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember it, but I remember it being like 7 episodes long or 6 episodes long or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I can't. I got 700 episodes, so I'm going to have to.
My life is too short to go through filler.
It is, yeah. Because like it's not like Oda didn't write it, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. So I skipped
all
that,
the fillers in One Piece. I would say that was probably on the better side.
Yeah.
Probably still not worth it, especially if you're trying to go through the entire series again. Like you're so far in the early stages still, which is crazy to think about because you're past like 100 episodes in now, right?
Way past.
Yeah,
I'm like
past 200.
I can tell you
That's
right
crazy.
now. I'm hang on, 235 right now.
Wow. And they're on what episode number are they on right now? Like 800 something, 900 something?
Let me see.
Like including all the fillers.
I gotta scroll down a lot. They're up to 936.
Wow.
So to put that in perspective, I'm at 235 right now. So basically, I'll just give you a quick update where I am, if you remember. So Water 7, they meet the oh my god, I forgot her name already. Kokoro, I think. She's the lady who guards the train. She's at the train, so she gives him the reference letter to Iceberg San, and then who's like the mayor, and then basically they just got the money stolen by Frankie and the Frankie family.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? I think
the epic scene hasn't come up yet, right? Where they just blew up the house.
They did, yeah. So that was like one of my favorite
scenes. Yeah,
that was crazy. Where Usopp just gets the shit kicked out of him by these guys. The money gets stolen. He's like crying to Nami. He's like, "I'm so weak. I can't face these guys. Like just because I'm so weak." And they just took the money. Like everyone was counting on me to get the Going Merry fixed.
Yeah, that was sad.
And that was very touching, bro. And then she leaves him there, and then she's like, all right, you stay here. I'll go back to the ship. And then by the time Sanji, Zoro, and Chopper get back, he's gone, basically. And he's like walked away to go to the Frankie house. So he shows up. He blows up the door with his slingshot, and he shows up. He's like, I need the money back. He's like trying to fight them, and then they just wreck him, bro. They wreck him, and then they throw him outside.
That was nuts. Yeah.
And then when Luffy and Zoro and them, they all see him there, like
because they really beat the shit out of him. I remember, like you haven't seen a beating like that in that show.
It was crazy. I mean, Usopp's got beaten up pretty bad actually. Because remember when
like in the Alabasta arc, I guess, when he was like all bandaged up and everything.
Dude, they were dragging him by his feet. The mole chick, and then the huge fat guy had his 2-ton bat.
Oh yeah, he swung
broke
it,
his nose. He hit him like several times, and she was bashing his face into walls the whole time. And he was literally like in a full body cast after that. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that now.
He's crazy. He recovers so well. I don't understand. And then they beat him up pretty bad. I think it's not as bad as Alabasta, honestly.
I guess so. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Especially considering like the Frankie family is not even like bad guys or anything.
They're like bounty hunters, and they're like they're just
they turn out to be good later. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Frankie joins the crew. Spoiler.
Yeah.
But what's it called? So where it's up to right now is they see Usopp, and then they get super serious, right? So Luffy pulls his hat down. Zoro takes his bandana off. He starts putting his bandana on.
Yeah.
Sanji lights a cigarette, and Chopper turns into his Brolic form.
Yeah. And
they just fuck shit up. They go in there, like this giant comes out of the door because they're like partying with their money, bro. They're like partying hard. And this giant, they send this giant dude out to go buy food. And then Luffy, basically, he opens the door. Luffy punches him in the face and busts the whole place down. And then they go in there. They like trying to fight back. They're like shooting them with cannonballs and stuff.
Yeah,
Zoro's
no
chopping them
chance.
up.
He's
Fucking
literally chopping the
Sanji's-
cannons. Yeah.
Sanji's breakdancing on their faces. And then Chopper's using his horn point, and he just like tossing everyone like a giant moose, just like destroying everyone. And then they literally blow up the house. I remember before Luffy was like, yo, we're gonna destroy this place, essentially. And then they blew it up. The house is like, they're like standing on the ashes, like that scene from the Dark Knight. After Rachel dies, Batman is standing on the ashes holding the coin. They're just standing over there, and they're like, all right, let's go back to the ship. Let's get them all fixed up. And I think
Luffy makes his announcement at that point, if I recall, right? That they're going to
at the end of the thing, he's like, yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to the Mary here, which is crazy sad. It's like
so many epic scenes happen in that arc now that I'm like remembering it, because the Usopp versus Luffy fight was epic. Like that was the first time like Usopp really just stepped up and like went toe to toe with Luffy for a fair bit of time.
I mean, Luffy was holding back, obviously.
Yeah, obviously, but still, you haven't seen like Usopp fight like that at all up to that point.
Well, he has to go all out. Yeah.
Yeah, he used all the like the gear he got from Skypiea and stuff.
Yeah, and Pectiles.
Super ingenuitive, yeah.
Yeah. And then essentially, I think right before that, Robin disappears, right? CP9. They meet up with CP9 in disguise. They're the shipwrights, the foreman of the shipwrights.
Yeah.
So it's like the dude with the square nose who looks like Usopp.
Oh, and because they were agents, yeah.
Yeah. So this it's the dude who jumps around and flies everywhere throughout the city. And then you got Lucci, which is the pigeon dude who turns out to be
the leader, right?
Yeah. And then I think Paulie, the rope guy, isn't an agent. I don't think
he was not. Paulie was a good guy.
Yeah.
I remember.
The other three,
he was
and then the secretary. Yeah, the secretary was,
and then the Bluno guy, the guy with the horns, and he had the door fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm up to that part where they just he decides he's gonna say goodbye to the Mary. So.
Oh my God! And this arc is when Luffy finally gets gear second.
Yep. When he fights
the
those
shit
guys.
out of Bluno.
Yep.
Man, and so many epic scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like you got to rewatch it. I mean, you're kind of living through this vicariously through me.
I might as well.
My recaps. So basically, I think this is also where he fights the world government, where Nico Robbins gets captured.
They just burned the government flag down.
You got fucking Soge King coming through because Usopp leaves the crew, and then he comes back as Soge King, and they accept him back. And then, yeah, dude, I remember that whole shit was crazy. He's like, hey, burn a hole through that flag, and he shoots the fire thing through the flag, the world government flag.
Yeah,
that was so epic, dude. And
because the leader of CP9 was like, do you know what this means?
Yeah, the elephant gun guy, where he's like, he has a gun that ate the elephant fruit or something.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember what his name is.
I don't know, but he has his face thing. Because
he got his face
all messed up.
kicked in, right?
Yeah.
Like earlier on in the story.
So he has this giant face mask and stuff. Like it's crazy. And then they figure out a way to give objects devil fruits. So his gun has an elephant devil fruit.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So I'll recap the rest of it later. But yeah, that's where I'm up to pretty much.
All right, cool.
And then it's gonna be real sad when they light up the Going Merry.
Yeah, the Going Merry farewell is sad.
It was literally they made it a character in the show.
Yeah, I mean they even gave him a voice.
Yeah, they gave him a voice. They gave him like that little weird figure.
The German thing. I don't remember the German name for it, but like it's like a spirit for the ship.
Yeah. And then it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep watching it. Nice. We're gonna do the pistol squats. Because that's the only thing we can do.
Because now we can't do front levers or anything that has to do with the upper body until we're healed up, which might take a fair bit of time. You longer than me, probably.
I don't know, man. Yeah. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna have some pretty diesel legs over the next few weeks.
We're gonna do the opposite of calisthenics people. We're gonna gonna diesel lower half now.
Yeah, no upper body work.
Skinny upper body.
That's what professional bikers look like. They have like these huge ass quads, right? And
that's true, yeah. And they're super skinny on the top. I mean, people always make fun of the calisthenics people. It's like, oh, the chicken legs and stuff.
Yeah, it's an inverted triangle, pretty much. Yeah. There's the calisthenic guys, and then the triangle is the bikers.
That's true.
Yeah. Sorry, we'll work on that. Essentially, what I've been doing this week, because I can't do the pistol squat yet. I used to be able to do it pretty easily, but I haven't trained it in a very long time. So what I've been doing is just a regular squat, and then you put all your weight on one side, and then you just go up slowly. And I'm working on that. And then I'm doing another one where you sit down, and then you kind of push yourself up to a position where you can kind of go up, and then you just do it as slow as you can. So it's like one leg is straight, the other leg is bent, and you're on the floor. And then you push yourself up, and then by the time you're able to basically just use that one leg to go up, and you just do that. So I'm working on those first, and then I'll work on the downward part, so going down with one leg.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing the assisted ones right now. I'm using my gymnastic ring that's tied to the pull-up bar, and just using that to assist me to go down. Yeah. I'm at a point now where I'm trying to, I'll assist it to get down and keep the balance, and then I'll try to use, without using my arm, to like push myself back up, which is very difficult. Actually, I can get like one full one in right now, and then after that, it's all assisted. Some arm strength helping me.
Let's be a little careful though, because I don't need to. I'm not trying to blow out my knee.
I know. We don't need any more injured body parts here.
Yeah, like we joke, but like I'm like, this is why I stopped being a stuntman, because my body's was made of glass.
Dangerous. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. So let's work on that. We'll have that to look forward to. I'll be watching some more One Piece.
We got some manga to catch up on also.
Yeah. All right. So I think we have one video that we got lined up here.
Let's see it.
So we'll take a look at that.
I don't even know what this is that you sent me.
So it's a comedy. Actually, I wouldn't even call it that, honestly. It's good. But essentially, we were watching that horror short, and then I remember watching this a while ago, and just I found it is so well done. Cool. So yeah, we'll check it out.
All right. You okay?
Yep.
All right.
Quality.
Dave, it's 11:20.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a funeral at noon.
The Russian subtitles.
I know, the Russian subtitles really help right now.
We're learning Russian.
Forget the Japanese.
Brad, where are we? 54.8. Shit. You've lost 4 percentage points in the last 5 minutes.
I feel like my head is sweating.
It seems like all the optimists have already voted. Now it's all up to the bitter single people. You know, I heard people actually have money on this.
I've got money on this. Jay, you bet on my wedding? No.
No.
Dave? Dave?
Yeah.
Sid just voted.
What'd she say?
I don't want to tell you. I'm sorry, man. Hey, maybe she pressed the wrong button. I have fat fingers. I do it all the time. Not saying Sid has fat fingers.
David?
Mom, let me handle this.
I'll go with you.
Mom, stop.
David.
Just sit. Please sit.
Go get her, man!
Dave, how'd it go, dude?
It didn't happen yet, Terry.
Oh, no shit. You heading out, though?
No, I'm trying to get married.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Where is she?
I haven't seen her.
Oh, is she here?
Sydney's in a bad place right now.
What does that mean? Did she leave? Did she go home?
She doesn't want to see you. She's really
just
mad.
Shut up and tell me where she is.
In the kitchen across the hall.
Thank you, Allie.
Allie?
What?
Did you just text her how this Did you just text her how this
she did.
Of course I did, Dave, you epic loser.
Jesus, Becky.
Okay, we're in a fucking church, Dave.
Dave. I asked Sydney if I could harm you physically.
Oh, okay.
She said no. Disappointing. Good talk, Dave.
This feels like a one-shotter. It's basically all done in like one take. Or they make it look like that.
You don't think there was any editing?
Oh yeah, of course.
Or like redos?
It's like 1917. It looks like it's one shot.
Mm.
Did anybody leave?
No, nobody left.
Is my mom upset?
She's fine. Sid, this thing, look, I know it's a fuck up. It's a massive.
It's not a fuck up, Dave. Like, you didn't forget to put on your shoes. This is you. This is your thing.
No, this isn't me.
It is. It is like a fault in your wiring. That you don't perceive the consequences of things before you do them.
Yes, yeah, I'm
And even
sorry.
before that, it's like, why? Like, why today? Why would a person just do this to another person?
I know.
Why would you do this? Why would you do this? It's not rhetorical, Dave.
I don't know.
You did it, and you don't even. That makes me so insane.
I get that. But look, it's a lot of things. It's bad. It's really bad, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm here and I'm dressed and I want to marry you.
I'm sorry. Should I applaud the fact that you got dressed today? Are you fucking serious?
The words are not forming properly, but I'm trying to tell you that I'm standing here 100% committed to you right
bullshit. Dave, you are 53%.
now. I don't care about the numbers.
You are 52.2% right now. We're actually going to lose this thing.
If I could undo it, I would, Sid. I swear to
Should we
God.
go through the nose one by one? Because that's really fun. Stacey Reardon. I get that. So he's been weird.
Yeah.
Michael Marquez. Who the fuck is that?
He came to the barbecue.
Becky. She changed her answer.
Yeah.
She's a no.
That makes sense.
Greg Whittier. No idea.
He was my karate instructor.
I didn't know you took karate.
Wow. It was an after-school thing.
Cool. He's a no.
See, you don't even know these people.
I thought your sister wasn't on Facebook.
She's not. She doesn't have any email address.
Well, she made an account. Guess what she said? Shit. You know, of the 11 people that just voted, only one thinks you should go through with it. Caroline Bray.
I don't know who that is.
Wow. A fucking stranger thinks I am worth marrying.
Sid, can we just put the phones away for a
you
second?
sound crazy.
Look, there was an entire room full of people in there. Not your random Facebook people, but like real actual people. And they were here for us. That's why they're here. They want us to get married.
Do they?
Of course they do.
Let's find out.
Sid. What, can we talk about this?
You pick up the phone, Dave. That's what you do. The next time that you don't know who to marry or what movie to watch or what latte to order, you call somebody. You call Brad. You call a hotline. I mean, talk it out with your fucking Uber driver.
Okay, fine. That's really good feedback.
Whatever you do, you don't post it on Facebook. You don't open it up for public comment.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You don't ask every math teacher or ex-girlfriend or sabotaging sister to weigh in on it. You doormat. You make a choice,
Yeah.
Dave. 50.8%. It's a real horse race now. I need you, all of you. No, everybody just sit. We're not doing that yet.
Hey, it's Terry.
Who are you?
This is Terry. Terry.
Terry. Dave's roommate from Michigan State, Terry. Hi, Terry. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the toaster oven. He got us a toaster oven. I don't know if it's bad luck, but we already started using it. Must be bad luck. But it cooks really evenly. Hi, Max. Hi, Marie. Hi. Sit, really. No, it's good. Thank you for coming. Dad, relax. You're freaking me out. Hey, Brad.
What's up, Sid?
Good morning, Reverend. Hi. Hi. So, some of you know, most of you know by now, Dave put up a poll last night online asking if he should go through with the wedding. Right. Super dumb, I know. But the problem is that it's actually really close. So just to honor Dave's wishes, if we could get a solid yes or no, I think he's going to feel better about the whole thing. So if you haven't done it yet, just pull out your phone and go to Dave's profile and vote one way or the other. We actually want you to do this. So take your phone, take 3 seconds, and vote. Mom, do it. Awesome. Thank you.
That's definitely a no.
Sorry, are we doing the Facebook poll or the Reddit poll?
Oh, no.
The what?
Which poll are we
I
doing?
deleted the Reddit poll. I deleted the Reddit poll.
How many fucking polls are there?
There were 2 last night. I deleted one. Now there's 1.
I hate him so much.
So, sorry. Just to clarify, if we did the Reddit poll last night, should we still do the Facebook poll too, or?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, for consistency, yes. Okay, let's all do the Facebook poll. Thank you. So yes. By 100%.
What do you want to do, sweetheart?
I don't know.
David, say something.
Okay, everybody just sit. And not you, Dave. I can't walk you through this. I can't do it every time we argue or disagree or do something profoundly stupid. You have to take ownership. You have to decide. No, without their help, Dave. I know this poll had nothing to do with me and everything to do with you. And that's the only reason that I'm up here. So now it's up to you. If you want to do this thing, then get up here and let's just do it already. And if you don't, then now's the part where you walk out. Shit. You okay?
Yeah, just really worried about tripping on the stairs. Shit, I've wanted to marry you since the minute I met you. I never changed.
Ditto.
So you're not a no anymore?
Oh, I never really voted. I just hit the button by mistake.
Told you.
Okay, we're doing it for real now. I'm still really glad it says yes.
Yeah, it'd be a rough start. Okay, Reverend. We're ready.
Nice big fuck you.
White teeth, black leather. You and I would go great together, babe. Black soul.
I just really enjoy taking polls. I took like 30 polls yesterday. I love taking other people's lives into my own hands. But I'm a yes. I'm definitely a yes.
I've been to some fucked up weddings before, but this, my cousin got married, butt ass naked, covered in butter. But hey, he's still married. These bitches won't last 2 weeks, so I'm a no.
I was a yeah. I was a hard yeah. No, I loved it. I think it's great. They have tomato soup in a cup here. It's just real fun. Usually tomato soup comes in a bowl, it's in a cup. It's bread stick, but then it's like a tiny piece of bread. So that's my favorite thing. That's why I'm a yeah. What was the question? Sorry.
Oh, Terry.
Fire or something? Ooh. There you go.
All right, cool. So that channel's called Leto. We'll post it.
Okay, it's the channel. What was the name of the film?
Made Public.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just this guy basically made a whole collection of like award-winning short films.
Wow.
He put it all together in this channel. So it's like if you go to the channel, you see a lot of pretty well-known actors doing short films, and then for like Sundance and things like that. So like the higher end ones, and then yeah, they're all like pretty much there in a nice collection. I guess whatever ones he was able to get. So it's pretty cool.
Man, I just realized this whole time.
What?
I haven't had it on gallery view.
Oh, again.
Oh. Oh man, one of these days.
One of these days, we'll figure this thing out.
We're gonna get it right.
We're still early. I wonder if people even care. Do people care about that?
One subscriber phase. I don't know.
Man.
I feel like I don't think people
know.
should care, but I guess it gets annoying if it keeps going back and forth.
Yeah. Or if it's like if I'm just talking the whole time and then you just see my face the whole time.
You don't get to see me and my monkeys
at the beach. Dude, those monkeys are adorable.
Seriously,
I love it. Oh, there's a baby behind you. Yeah, you see the baby?
Oh yeah.
It's holding a baby. That's pretty cute.
3 monkeys in there.
But I think it's funnier if you line yourself up with that monkey and it looks like it's working on you.
Yeah,
like clean your body.
So make sure you cover 3-part.
Oh yeah, how's it feel?
Oh man, yeah. Nice scalp massage right now.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's call it for today. That was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be working on these pistol spots and then see how it goes. I'll keep doing the One Piece.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll catch up on Mashal. And we got some One Piece manga to catch up into.
Yeah, we got a couple that we got to talk about. We'll talk about this next time.
Did you say we're working on Japanese together, or is that something you're doing with T now?
No, we can all do it. I think we can all do it together. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll be working on that, and then yeah, enjoy your trip to Maryland. So it should be fun.
Thank you. Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
I have a 36-hour window with the New York law. Or it's like strict quarantining.
Yeah.
When I get back.
So, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's worth it.
All right.
My godson's baptism.
There you go.
So,
all right, man.
All right.
Enjoy. Catch y'all later. Peace out.
See you later.
See you.